What is on top of the deck? Oh!
Welcome to the card game that takes over your life. I mean, it took over my life so much that I eventually quit playing. But this story begins long before that, when all I wanted to do was win. It started exactly 3 years ago. Every year, there's a tournament called the RCQ, where hundreds of players each build a unique 60-card deck and compete against each other for a chance at a cash prize, and maybe even a place in the Magic World Championship.
And that's gonna be it! Paulo is your world champion!
But first, I'm gonna need a deck, and then I gotta practice. I think I should start out playing at some smaller tournaments, but eventually on October 21st, which is only a few weeks from now, the Regional Championships qualifier. When choosing a deck, price plays an important factor. Magic cards are kinda like cryptocurrency. One day your card could be worth $60 and the next 10. But price isn't the only issue. I also have to take into consideration the percentage of players I think will be running certain decks, so I can build mine with cards specifically meant to win against them. I found plenty of potential decks to choose from, but they were all too expensive. Except one. Okay, yeah, that's slightly more affordable, and yeah, it's the cheapest one, so let's go. But now I had to practice against all the other decks I might run into, so I printed out paper versions of all the decks my opponents could be playing. I put in the work, staying up all night just to write my own personal strategy guide, because when I get to the Regional Championships qualifier, I want to be as prepared as I can. But while it's easy to say all this, I want to prove to myself that I can actually do it. So I signed up for a smaller event to put what I've learned to the test. Okay, so as I'm editing this, I realized that I actually forgot to film this next part, but don't worry, I'm still gonna make it entertaining. Introducing me in Lego form. So I lost pretty badly. But the tournament was the next day, so all I could do now is try and get a good night's sleep. I woke up pretty early and left to get on the C bus. I think most people were on their way to work, but I was headed to the tournament venue. I remember it taking me a while to find where it was, and I had to wait in a pretty long line to register.
Pioneer, check in. Name, please.
Arlo.
Arlo?
Yeah.
All set, Arlo.
Okay. Do you need my deck list or anything?
No, that'll be collected.
Okay. Cool, thanks. Now, I ran into a bit of a production problem here as I was trying to figure out how to make 5 hours of playing a card game look interesting. And I can't do a Lego version of it again because that took me forever to animate, so I figured I'd just give you the highlight reel. I started by drawing my opening hand of 7 cards. I'm gonna mull this. My opening hand was pretty bad, so I decided to take a mulligan, meaning I'll shuffle my hand back and draw a new hand, but this time with 1 less card. I'm gonna go for a treasure cruise and draw 3. But luckily for me, my deck is built around gaining card advantage. From there, I had enough resources to start dealing damage to my opponent. Tap 4, hard cast a Phoenix, and then combat. So I hit you for 6. But unfortunately, because I started the game with 1 less card, my opponent already had the upper hand. How many cards in hand? 4? Yeah. So there was only one way to win this game. I had to draw the perfect card. I got Lightning Axe, discarding a Shredder on the,
Yeah, that's the perfect draw. Good game.
Yeah, that's a good game. The next few games were a blur. I won some, I lost some. But in the end, I finished 17th place out of 62. Am I disappointed? A little. I mean, I wanted to do better. Alright, just stop it with the sentimental stuff for a second. We need something a little more... Yeah, that's better. Alright, see, at the time I thought I did pretty bad, and... Okay, well, yeah, no, I did do pretty bad. But the point is, I was forgetting what I said back when all this started. After all, Magic the Gathering is a card game that you have to let consume your life if you want to play at a competitive level. Like I'm talking when you go to bed at night and all you can think about is cards, that's what you need to feel. And although I lost my first tournament, I came back a year later with newfound determination.
Daydream, I fell asleep amid the flowers for a couple of hours.
So just like last year, I needed a new deck, a new game plan, some dedication, and maybe a bit of delusion. But this time, I also had something else on my side. I've just made a decision that I'm not gonna stop until I win a tournament. I may have been looking at the camera, but I was actually just convincing myself here. After watching the current Pro Tour, I knew I didn't want to play any of the decks that they were playing. I wanted to play my favorite color combo, blue and red. But I decided to get some second opinions from an actual professional Magic player.
We ended up registering as per mid-range, like the most popular deck at the event.
That's the one deck that I'm worried about.
We could not find a good deck that actually consistently beat it.
Hold up, let me translate. At any given time, there is a top 10 list of decks discovered by people that test endless combinations of cards. Hey Pete, this is Arlo. I'm just wondering if you have any slick shot show off. But sometimes the best decks are created by finding a really powerful card and building around it.
We tested a blue-red slick shot deck. The namesake card was extremely strong, and when you drew that card, it was like one of the best decks. But you want to have a deck that can go over the top of the Esper deck.
Over the top basically just means beating your opponent as fast as possible before they even have a chance to play any of their good cards. You just make your creatures really powerful really fast and then hit your opponent for a ton of damage, which they they tend not to like this very much. I messed up a little bit. I didn't sign up to the tournament in time, and now there's no more in Vancouver for the rest of the year. The only other one is on the complete other side of the country in Montreal. But that's when I had one of my riskiest ideas yet. Hey, are you free on May 4th? Yeah, alright. I'll see you in a bit. Goodbye. Man, all this for a card game. Here we go. This trip was a big deal. Not only because it was my first time on a trip without an adult, but also because I had just sunk a lot of my hard-earned money into making it happen. And this video isn't sponsored, by the way. So at this point, I decided I might as well dig myself an even bigger hole by booking one of the fanciest hotels in Montreal.
This is it. Wow, this is what I call proper room.
Complimentary Pringles. Let's go.
Really?
Oh wait, no, it's not.
No, it's not. That's part of the mini bar. You know though. Whoa, these ceilings are high, bro.
Yeah. Fake waking up. Take one. I'm just re-sleeving my deck right now because these card sleeves are a little bit dirty. I've been practicing with them a fair amount.
You're on transit right now, right?
Yep.
But aren't we just gonna walk?
16-minute walk?
We're walking.
Nah.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
You're gonna walk 16 minutes.
Dude, it's like 1.1 kilometers. That's nothing. It's
Okay,
we're not even gonna need 60 minutes for that. Look at this thing.
That thing is cool.
Yeah, and we would have missed it if we would have taken the frickin' transit like this guy wanted to.
Okay.
For 15-minute walking.
I'm warming up to it.
This event is a single elimination. Once again, standard single elimination.
This announcement was unexpected, to say the least. Single elimination meant that if I lost even just one game, I'd be, well, eliminated. But also I got a bye for the first round, so that's an automatic win. Because if there's an uneven amount of players, then someone has to get the no game. I may have won round one by default, but that didn't make me any less nervous about playing people that actually eliminated an opponent.
Upkeep?
Yeah, upkeep as well.
2 damage on all creature.
So this one, yeah. Sleight of hand.
And response.
Yeah.
I play Emerald Blaze on him too.
My opponent was about to try and kill my Slick Shot show-off, which was my most valuable card, but luckily I had a solution. Shore up, Shore Up is a card that can give my creature protection from being destroyed.
Okay.
Yeah, I won the first round. So I keep playing.
Down tick on Slick Shot.
Sure. Combat?
Next comes out?
Yep.
I'll gain 5 as well.
Next turn, you got it.
Yeah, it's just the 5/5.
Yeah, the lifelink hurts, yeah.
Semifinals is where it got tough. My opponent was playing the deck I feared the most.
Esper mid-range, we could not find a good deck that actually consistently beat it.
Slick Shot, Lithomantic on here, and swing at Emperor for 3.
Just one turn. It's a
3/2.
What that play?
4 damage to turn. Yeah.
D2?
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's the end for me. Good game.
Okay.
Esper's a pretty bad matchup for me.
It's really different.
Yeah.
I didn't feel like entering another tournament for a while. The game started becoming less interesting to me. But it was around this time that pro player Martin Jůza reached out to see if I could make a documentary with Ultimate Guard in Las Vegas. And so naturally, I said yes, hoping that this might spark my curiosity in the game again. And I hopped on a flight the next month.
Let's do a vintage cube where you keep the cards. This is the Black Lotus, the Power 9. It costs like $30,000.
They're giving away what? A Black Lotus?
It feels so wrong to be holding this, even though I know it's in like a plastic case, but this is crazy. Like, it's an actual Black Lotus. At the time, this was the best travel experience I had had. But weirdly enough, it didn't have anything to do with Magic the Gathering. It was about making the documentary. When I started this goal to get to the Pro Tour, I was so determined in saying that I wasn't going to stop. But now, almost a year later, I've put that determination into other things, and I'm glad I did. I do miss this game from time to time. The game that it used to be, with dragons and wizards and fireballs. But by focusing on what I'm truly passionate about, I've had a lot of fun. And I've even gotten invited on some pretty crazy travel experiences.
Yo, what's up, dude? Happy to fly you out. Let me know if that's possible.
Let's do it.
Right here.
Fucking terrible, guys.
You want to take a picture though?
What?
Hey, Ola, it's a very important editing message we need to send you, just real quick.
I'm really sorry, it's time to quit Final Cut.
Sir Richard Branson, everybody, thank you so much.
Dude. Oh my god.